Before we start the video, I'd like to shout out Logo.com for sponsoring this video. They have an awesome site where you can buy a bunch of in-game currency and items, including all your favorite Rocket League items. Also, make sure you use code DILLBOBS to get an easy 6% off your orders. Check out the site, there's a link in the description. But for now, enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? DILLBOBS here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be looking at how you new players, or, existing players, can get their first mystery decal, black market, I guess goal explosion as well, but what I'm really looking at is black market decals, because they're my favorite to talk about, not going to lie. But I'm going to give you guys some tips on starting off on getting that first black market, because I feel like that's a question a lot of people ask the most. How do you get your first black market? Because it seems like they're worth so much more than every other item, but I think an experienced Rocket League player or trader really knows that black markets aren't the best items, but they're definitely the most exciting to have, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, guys, the first way you can really get your first black market is absolutely free, and it's actually a really good thing that this has come out. It's essentially the tournaments, right? So the whole video is not going to be about the tournaments, don't worry, because tournaments give you untradeable items, but you can still get a black market from it. So essentially, if you didn't know, in this new tournaments update, you can play tournaments that are set certain time zones. We have one at 7 p.m, one at 10 p.m. You have loads of tournaments, and essentially you can compete in them. They're all 3v3. You can solo queue, you can jump in with your friends and whatnot. And essentially, you'll earn these tournament tokens by placing in different placements in different ranks. So let's say you place in, I don't know, in a diamond tournament, you get first place, you'll get a bunch of tokens. But you don't have to win just to get tokens. Essentially, the further up you rank within these tournaments, the more tokens you'll get for your placement. So let's say you come 4th, you'll get more tokens than someone who comes 16th, essentially. And every week, you'll essentially get given tokens dependent on your top 3 best placements. So let's say in 3 tournaments you get first place. Essentially, you'll get the tokens for all those first places, but also when you win games, you do also get tokens. Anyway, guys, where this is leading is essentially the rewards from opening tournament cups range all the way to these black markets. Now, they include the Riser decal, the Righteous Gale goal explosion, which you can see there, and the DigiGlobe goal explosion. Now, my favorite out of them is probably, well, some of the painted DigiGlobes look awesome, but also the Riser black market is, it looks really nice. A lot of people don't like it, but in my opinion, it's awesome. And essentially, what you can do is you can spend your tournament rewards on these cups right here, and there's 4 different cups, and each one essentially gives you better odds of getting the better items. Now, you can think about how you want to spend your tokens on which cups, but if you place in Champion, then you'll be able to get the Champion Cup, which guarantees you a painted item at very rare rarity or above. So, it's a lot of tokens, it's 20,000, but if you're in Champion, you will probably earn that many tokens quite quickly, and you'll probably be able to buy quite a few of them. However, I'm pretty sure the diamond and the gold tier cups are really good to open, and if you get lucky, then maybe you'll get a black market. And also, there's no harm in not doing this, guys, because it's completely free, and it's literally just you playing Rocket League. Anyway, I feel like that took quite a long time to explain, but that is one way in which you can get your first black market. But a lot of you are probably thinking, I want a tradable black market so I can start trading, and I think a black market appeals to most people when trading, because I know it's very easy to sell a black market because, it's shiny, it's purple, and everyone wants it. So a really good way to go about getting your first black market is as follows. So you guys know that drops are now in Rocket League. If I click Rocket Pass and look at the Rocket Pass, you can get a bunch of drops. Now, you've heard about these a lot recently, and there's a reason for it. There's a lot of hype around these, and they're absolutely free. So essentially, in the Rocket Pass, you can get a bunch of uncommon drops, a bunch of rare drops, a bunch of very rare drops, and essentially they'll all add up and give you a decent amount of items if you open them. So all you got to do is get to tier 90 on the Rocket Pass. Now, my biggest tip here for getting to that level on the Rocket Pass is if you look at the Llama Rama challenges, there is currently 5 days left. Now, that's not a long time, but if you go into these challenges, you can complete some of these challenges to get drops. But also, there's this one right here at the bottom that says play 10 online matches repeatable. What that means is this challenge right here does not run out. It just lets you do it over and over again, and you get 10,000 XP for every 10 matches you play over and over again. So I've been playing matches and obviously getting more XP than I should be just because of this Llama Rama event. So if you want to get to that higher tier Rocket Pass quicker, or just level up in general quicker, then try and complete games as much as you can in these next 5 days, and you'll get the benefits of that. So that should be the easiest way to sort of tier up that Rocket Pass. Just play the game, and obviously you might as well play tournaments while you're playing the game, because that's going to level up your Rocket Pass. It's also going to get you those tournament cups. That's going to give you the most chances of being able to get the best items in the game. Also, there are weekly challenges and season challenges, which you all know about, which can give you drops. Now, once you've opened these drops, you'll have a bunch of uncommon items, rare items, very rare items, if you're lucky, some imports, and maybe some exotics. Now, if you've got any exotics or imports, you might want to look at selling them. But if you have enough, you can do this thing called trading up. Now, if you want to test your odds and trade up some import items to, I don't know, some exotic items, then go for it. But my opinion, personally, is what I do with all of those items that you got out of the drops is go on a trading website and put them up for sale, because there's people like myself that are essentially going to these sites and they're looking for very rares out of these drops, because what I want to do personally is make videos on doing trade ups. Now, a lot of people want to do very rare trade ups and rare trade ups and import trade ups from these drops, because items from these drops are the only items now really in the game that you can actually trade up. So they're actually worth more than they really should be. So if you guys want tips on selling items, then I'll give you that right here. Alright, so I've linked down below a trading website that I use. Now, don't worry, it's no fishy sort of thing. It's not like a risky sort of CSGO betting website, that sort of thing. It's literally just a website where you can post sort of items you're looking for and items you have to sell, and where you can see other people's posts on what they have and what they are selling. And essentially, that way, you can just contact them on Steam or Xbox or Epic Games, and then you can sort out a trade if you want to do one. So what you do is you go to rocketleague.com/trading. There's a dash between Rocket and League there, and you go to the trading section. And then when you're in the trading section, you literally select items you want to sort of look for, and that way you can actually look for the black markets you want and sort of see what prices you need and how many credits you actually need before you can buy your first black market. But also, if you create an account on here with just your email, then you can create a trade offer. Now, with your trade offer, what you can do is put the items that you got from that drop in the trade offer and say that you want some credits for it. I'd say go around maybe 40 credits if you have very rares from there, maybe 30 to 40 credits per very rare. That's a reasonable price, and I reckon you'll sell them quite fast. Now, you can put them at a higher price, but you'll probably find trades a lot slower. So hopefully, once you add a trade offer, someone will find you and contact you, and then you'll add them as a friend on Rocket League through Epic Games or Steam or Xbox or PlayStation, whatever. And you'll go through and you can talk to them, discuss a trade, maybe make some even better offers, and you'll be well on your way to having some credits on Rocket League. And another tip for you guys is if you want to know what the prices are like currently on Rocket League, then you can go to rl.insider.gg and then select your platform, and it will show you a sort of list of all the items in the game and their prices. So right now I've gone to Black Market on PC, and you can see all the black markets on Rocket League here. Now, the cheapest one is Tora, and that is worth 200 to 300 credits, which you guys could get easily from opening those drops and selling the items within it. But also, this is just really a general tip for looking at prices when you're making trades, when you're looking for what items to get, and hopefully this will just kind of motivate you guys to sort of want to do trading if that's the sort of thing you're looking to go into with getting these black markets. And hopefully, using the trading website and the price guide website, you should be able to find trades that are definitely going to be worth your while pretty darn easily. But guys, if you are looking for the cheapest black market, then you're looking for things like Tora, Spectre, Labyrinth, Biomass, Intrudium, these sort of black markets, Hexed as well. If you want to go for the more expensive ones, then all you have to do is work on trading through all of those items that you get in the drops. And remember guys, drops are literally going to be given to you for free every week, because looking at weekly challenges, we've gotten a drop every week so far. So realistically, if you don't think the Rocket Pass gives you enough drops, then don't worry, because just keep tuning in every week to complete your weekly challenges and you'll get plenty more drops. So basically, everyone who has the game right now has the chance to be able to get black markets by playing tournaments or just getting the free drops. Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Good luck trading, and goodbye. How many times can someone say essentially in one video? It's essentially the so essentially and essentially and essentially 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 you'll essentially is essentially so essentially and essentially